Nerd Avengers. It's time. And I'm on my way. Oh, hey, it's Josh. I'm Batman. Yes. That's right. The Batman vibes. The Batman spirit has taken over. Today, we talk about a pretty okay Batman movie that a lot of people like. It's gonna be a good time. And I'm gonna do a raspy voice the entire time to make sure you know that we talking Batman. It's gonna be a good stream. Shut your mouth. I'm pulling into the tower right now. And I'll see you in a second. All right. We're going to get into this today, man. It's going to be really fun. Look, yes, I saw some people talking about it in chat. And by the way, look at this. Look at that stupid mask already. Look how it marked up my nose, man. Look at how that shit marked up my nose already. I can't wear that all day. I'm going to have a permanent mark on my nose like that. Hot damn. What's up, everybody? I saw some people saying in chat, like, oh, is he going to go full spoilers? Like, I can't go full spoilers and all that, right? Here's the deal. We'll start out with a little bit light on the spoilers. Try to go no spoilers for a little bit. And then I'll get into sort of the whole full spoiler thing with regards to the film, okay? I know not everybody has seen it yet. I know it's like, technically speaking, I guess, yes, this is before many folks have seen it. But frankly, I think that we're okay to talk about it because most of the people that watch our channel and watch these streams are actually not that hardcore of DC fans. I know we've got some DC fans. I know we do. But those people, I think a lot of them have already seen the movie. Like, I think Trev saw the movie. I don't think Stevie saw the movie yet. And let's just kind of start there. Like, how... Oh, and by the way, too, I should address this right away. I want to have gambling on, and we will do gambling today. But I want to start without gambling on because I want a lot of the stream to kind of be a discussion about the different elements from the Batman, okay? So we will put gambling on in the back half of this stream, but for a while, I just want to chill and chat, and the gambling does kind of destroy the chat. So don't worry, you fiends, you will get your gambling fix, but for now, I want to just talk about the Batman, okay? So, so have you guys seen it? Have you not seen it? Just let me know in chat. Have you seen the movie yet or not? I would just like to know. Have you seen it or not? Let's kind of start there. So let me know, that point. So here's the deal. While we're going on this whole thing, I want to talk about the whole thing that happened yesterday because it was kind of interesting. So some people seen it, but a lot of people have not. Interesting. Okay, so we're like 50-50 here. We're like 50-50 here. So I wonder, again, I should just say we will do sort of non-spoilers for a second here, but I assume that some of y'all don't care about spoilers. If you don't care about spoilers, just put don't care about spoilers into the chat or like spoilers are good or whatever. Like put that into the chat so I can kind of get a feel. I'm pretty sure most of us are cool with spoilers, right? With the film. So here's the deal with the movie, guys. With regards to like sort of our community and the fun that we've been having and our sort of discussion about the movie, I think it's been kind of interesting because I was clowning on the movie for a long time. I initially had some issues with some things that Matt Reeves has said, some of the things I heard about the movie. I was like, I don't know about all this. And I sort of took a stance on it that was like, man, this movie's going to be a big snooze fest, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Snyder cut forever, you know what I mean? And some of that was real, but some of that was a meme, right? It's just like me kind of having fun with the situation. Strangely enough, I think the main question, what many people are like wondering, right, is like, was I wrong about the movie? In that sense, right? Was I wrong about the movie? And I guess here's what I'd have to say. I will say this. I was wrong about the movie being a total snooze fest and not good at all. I think the movie has some really awesome things going on. And generally speaking, I did like the movie. But in classic Josh fashion, and really like this is so on brand that it's crazy, I slipped up, and as I was going to the movie yesterday, as we were doing things, I got too hyped up, bro. I got too excited. Like, I'm wearing the Batman shirt right now. By the way, later on in the stream, we're giving away some Batman shirts. We're going to do a couple giveaways with Nerd Coin, so get your Nerd Coin ready if you want to win a Batman shirt. I think these shirts are pretty cool. So we'll be doing that later on in the show. But yesterday we go out, man, and like, we get the Batman shirts. I got the Batman thing, the cowl and all that. And we got this sweet, very cool Batman tin for the theater experience or whatever. Like, this is dope, dude, right? And so, in some strange, weird way, I started to get really, really hyped up for the movie. And I shouldn't have done that shit, because literally, here's the thing about the film. I was wrong about it being complete crap and being really boring and being bad. But ultimately, the movie I was sort of expecting, or the one I thought, like, I was like, oh man, like, what if it's like the greatest? Like, what if it's like the best? Like, what if it's like, because I love Batman, right? And I was like, what if this is the one? And what if this is I now go to bat for this film, and I go to bat for this universe, and I'm like, dude, I was wrong about Matt Reeves, et cetera, et cetera. And I had this idea of what the movie could be, and then like slowly over time, as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, wow, well, that's really not what this movie is. That's okay. Like, it's not bad, but it's like a weird thing. It's totally on me, right? That's like kind of on me. It's like I shit on the movie for 2 years, said it wasn't going to be good. As I'm in line for the popcorn, I'm like, what if it's going to be the fucking best though? What if it's the best? You know what I mean? And then we watch the movie and I'm like, oh man, it's not the best. It's not the best. Okay? So I kind of wanted to frame the discussion about the film in that way, because this is a really mixed bag for me. And I wonder what you guys think about the movie, and I'm really interested to have this discussion with you guys today about it, because I think it is such an interesting movie and such an interesting thing to talk about, right? So do me a favor now, and in the chat, give me your general score for the Batman out of 10. What would you give the Batman? And obviously, like, you have to have seen it to participate in this. But I can't stop you, right? I'm not your dad. But put it into the chat. What would you give the movie out of 10? So we got some 9, we got an 8, 7, 8.5, 10, 10, 9, 8, 8, 7, 10, 10. Wow. 10 out of 10. Wow. Pretty high scores, huh? So like 7 is about the lowest. I've seen some 6s, some 3s, 6, soft 7. I like that. A soft 7. It's a soft. I give it a soft 7. For some reason, I think you got an accent like this when you say soft 7. Okay. So look, 2. We hear you, Brandon. We hear you. So some people really didn't like it, but by and large, you're seeing a lot of like high scores, right? A lot of good scores. That's interesting to me. I think ultimately this movie will satisfy many Batman fans. And this is really, really hardcore Batman fans, casual Batman fans. I think many fans of Batman and people that just love Batman are going to like this movie. And I want to give props to the film because it did really like open up my imagination and really get me to think a lot about Batman in general and sort of remind me of why I love the Batman character so much and why I have so much fun with those stories in the comic books and the films. Right after the movie, we started watching, well, not right after the movie because I had to shoot my video last night, etc. But I really wanted to immediately watch Batman Begins. because I wonder how you guys feel about this, right? In fact, let's go to Poll Town. Let's go to Poll Town. And I need way more likes on this video. Like, holy shit, I know it's early on a Friday. I know it's Batman spoilers. We don't have, as many people as we would normally have right in here. But I need those of you that are in here right now to wake up and smash the like button. Go get grandma. Slap her up. Give her a smooch on the cheek and then slap her up again. And then hit the like button. Okay, let's go to Poll Town on this. Is this, or how about is the Batman better than Batman Begins? I want to know what you guys think about this. I want to know your take about this, because this, I can't help it. I immediately went to this. Really interested in what you guys have to say about this. This is gonna be a good chat, man. And frankly, like, I'm pumped, man. Like, I'm pumped to like have this discussion and to be able to have this discussion. And I in a lot of ways, like, I'm grateful for the Batman being what it is, because it does open up so much discourse and so much fan discussion. So out the gate, many of you guys, well, 60% of you, so more of you think it's better than Batman Begins than not. And man, I gotta tell you, no way do I believe that. No way do I believe that. But here's the deal. I think in a lot of ways, I think this ultimately comes down to your personal taste. And I think this is a version of Batman, in some ways unique, in some ways very similar. And it's just like one amongst many other Batman. And I'll tell you that I enjoyed this Batman and I enjoyed this version of Batman, but immediately after the film, I said, no way, dude. Batman Begins is way better than this movie. Like, and that, again, I think this has something to do with personal taste. I'm going to try not to get into spoilers just yet, because I know we still got some people in here that are not, into the spoilers, et cetera, et cetera. But here's the deal. One of the problems, in my opinion, one of the issues with the Batman is that it's so hyper stylized and focused on its detective kind of elements that you completely miss the scope of the world, and it feels bizarrely small. Like, it feels like a very small movie. Whereas Batman Begins has grand scope. And the Bruce in that movie and the Waynes in that movie, it is so much bigger. Like, he has, I mean, dude, literally just watched it again last night. Like, we didn't watch the full thing, but like, I'm sitting there, I'm watching, I'm like, yeah, this element I like much better. This element I like much better. This element I like much better. Like, I'm sorry, but to me, Batman Begins is a way better movie than the Batman. Now, that's okay. Like, it doesn't necessarily mean that the Batman's worthless or the Batman's crap or whatever. But to me, I really think that a lot of the concerns I had about this movie, or a lot of the thoughts that I had about Matt Reeves doing a Batman movie, actually ended up, in my opinion, I was totally right. I was totally right about them. Because, like, Reeves is very good at certain elements, but it lacks this, in my opinion, it lacks this sort of complete feel. It lacks like this sort of master stroke and the ability to take the story all over the place. If anything, the Batman is sort of a victim of its own success in some ways, because the vibes that it sets up with the music, with the lighting, with everything, it never leaves that. It never goes away from that, and it ends up feeling pretty flat to me. Like, I had this feeling like a half hour, 40 minutes into the movie, where I'm like, wow, like, this is what it is, and it's just going to keep being this forever. Like, I bet there are people out there that love it. I bet people that, obviously there are a lot of people in this chat that absolutely love it. But to me, it's too much of the same thing. It's like, I can't get out of that feeling, right? I don't know. Like, when you watch Batman Begins, Like it starts in a prison. You know what I mean? The narrative is so much more interesting. I'm sorry, it just is, dude. It's like we start with Bruce in a prison fighting all these guards. There's so much stuff that's established. Freaking Ra's al Ghul comes in to the prison cell and knows who he is. There's the fucking mountain, the lore going up there, ninja training, and then we're back in Gotham in flashbacks when Bruce comes back and wants to kill Joe Chill. We're seeing the narrative's just way better in my opinion. It's more exciting, it's different, it's dynamic, and I generally think, seriously, and this is not a dig on Matt Reeves, because I think Matt Reeves is great, but he's not Nolan tier, in my opinion. He is not Nolan tier. He's good, but just like a lot of his other movies, it's like I don't know, man. Like it feels almost like he goes all the way up an RPG kind of skill tree, but never unlocks the final thing. Like he never gets to the final end of the tier and gets the super move. Like Nolan has this ability to pull all of these elements together that just it's mind blowing. You know what I mean? He's true master filmmaker, and I think we'll look back at like sort of the pantheon of Batman stuff, because Batman's gonna go on forever, of course. But I think we'll probably look back on Christian Bale's stuff and the Nolan stuff and just be like, wow, like this is probably one of the greatest filmmakers of all time that made an incredible version of one of the best characters ever invented. Do you know what I mean? So I just kind of want to say that. Do you know what I mean? Like something is missing from the Batman. Okay? So having said that, there's a lot of stuff I really, really like in the movie. I think one of the coolest elements of the film that I think is going to add to its mass appeal, because look, man, like I'm talking my shit and I'm saying how I feel, and it's fine, it's all good, but at the end of the day, like a lot of people are going to love this movie. It is going to be a huge success for Warner Brothers. I think it's going to be really, really big, and I think for a lot of people out there, this version of Batman is going to be their favorite version of Batman, and they're going to go to bat for this version of the Batman. And you know what? That's cool, man. Like, that is cool. Like, I'm down with that. Like, I was surprised at how much I enjoyed this film and this version of Pattinson, and I'm actually excited to see more. What's kind of weird about the movie is it feels like very much a first chapter, but it feels like a first chapter that I'm dying to get out of. In some weird way, like this very, very long movie. And hopefully not a very, very long process to get to the sequel or whatever. Like, it's kind of just getting there, dude. It's kind of like just getting there. And it's like that last sequence with Batman fighting and like, I'm gonna try to hold off on spoilers as long as I can here. But there's something really cool about this Batman. There's some cool stuff that Matt Reeves is doing here. I wouldn't be mad if we got more of it, right? Like, it is. It's cool. It's cool. Gotta admit it. It's pretty damn cool. So I guess that's kind of my mixed bag feelings on it. It's like, on the one hand, I definitely don't think the movie is masterpiece the way many people are saying it. I definitely don't think it's the best Batman ever, but it's a damn fine Batman. It's a damn fine Batman, and it's a really cool, Gotham and a lot of different things that Matt has done with the film. I thought were really, really cool, okay? So, I think that's probably the most non-spoilery I can get with it. And so I think it's time now we're going to get into spoilers. And I want to talk about different elements, things that I liked, and I want to see what you guys think about these different elements, etc., etc. So, let's get into that, okay? So, let's talk about the action, man. What did you guys think of the action in the movie? What did you think of the action? Turn gambling on? Should we turn gambling on now? I mean, I still want to know what you guys are saying in the chat, though. And if the gambling goes on, you guys are just going to go crazy with the gambling. Sheesh. All right, fine. Gambling's on, you freaking buttholes. God. Okay, a lot of people love the action. Great action. Yeah. Yeah. So the action's really cool, man. The action's really cool. Now, there are some things I feel like that are missing a little bit. You know, not to like nitpick, but that's what the fuck we're doing. We're nitpicking the shit out of this. There is some stuff that's missing a little bit as far as like kind of from the shadow type deals. Like, again, I literally went home and watched Batman Begins again. And what's really funny is, in my mind, I remember saying, but the action in Nolan stuff wasn't even that great. Like, I didn't love the Batman action in Nolan stuff. That's not even the strongest point of that character. But then I watched Batman Begins again, and I was like, bro, holy shit. They absolutely crushed it, and nailed the action. The martial arts elements are fantastic. And then in the first sequence where he's Batman at the docks, it's quintessential Batman, ripping people out of the shadow, them wondering, what the fuck's going on, you know, and just like getting people like that using the fear. Pattinson's Batman kind of just walks out like the Terminator, and he's kind of like, I'm here to fuck shit up, you know? And he does fuck shit up. It's pretty wild, you know? He's obviously a very capable fighter, and I like the action. I did. The Batmobile scene is epic, dude. Like, it's epic. It's an epic sequence. It's really well directed. The sound design is so awesome. It, like, you know, just makes you feel like crazy, you know, like when you're hearing that shit go, and like the cinematography on that, I was like, damn, like that shit was really, really cool. I think some of the action at the very end was awesome. And I loved, man, I just loved it when he did the Venom thing, right? Where he uses Bane's serum a little bit, like in his leg, which, yeah, it's green. So it looks like it's the Bane serum. And he is healed and goes crazy, dude. And he starts just, he beats the shit out of that dude. I thought it was awesome. So there's a lot of good action in the movie, and I'd be excited to see even more of it. Like, I think they could do even cooler stuff. Yo, there's that one sequence, too, where it's all lit by the muzzle flare, and it has this, like, sort of strobe type effect, and damn, bro. Damn. Like, that shit was epic. I was like, man, that's really, really cool. I was like, man, that's pretty sweet, right? Like, something you want to see again and again. So I would say overall, the action was incredible. Oh, Zoe Kravitz, actually, awesome, man, and really, really good in her action as well. And I will say, I think that one of the things that's going to really endure this film to a lot of, like, you know, normies, not in a bad way, but like normies and mass audiences, is going to be Catwoman and Batman. Do you know what I mean? Moosh! Welcome back to the Nerd Vengers, baby. The Catwoman Batman stuff, it's really good. It's cool. I think they did a very good job with Selena. Zoe Kravitz crushes it. The tension between them is really funny and awesome. And there's a lot of good comic book stuff that's being sort of established with that relationship. And I'd like to see more of it, you know, moving forward. So I think that's going to be a real feather in the cap of the movie as well, is that Catwoman-Batman relationship. Gordon is also awesome. I mean, Jeffrey Wright kills it in the movie. He's fantastic. You know, so a lot of good performances. Like, it's a really stacked cast, and it's really acted quite well. Again, not to be that guy, though. Still prefer the cast of Nolan stuff. And honestly, like, they're just, like, watch the Nolan shit, bro. Like, this is not the, you know, dig on Pattinson's Batman because it's not as good as Nolan's stream. That's not what I'm trying to do here. But I do feel like it's worth mentioning, like, even though this is a stacked cast and they're really, really good. I mean, dude, we've had that. You know what I mean? We've been done, had that. Okay. So let's talk about the detective elements. Okay. The detective elements are awesome in the movie, but it's kind of a double-edged sword for me. Because it's really cool, the tech that Batman has, his ability to decipher things that they cannot decipher, like the police, the patterns, you know, the riddles, all these different things. Like, Batman's super smart in the movie. It's obvious. It's really clear that he has a mind for this kind of stuff and can figure stuff out. And so I really, really like that. Having said that, though, I think for me, one of the most disappointing aspects of the movie, and why it really just doesn't pop for me the way I wished it would, is the fact that It's the fact that the mystery itself is not compelling at all. And the clues are really not that interesting. Like, at least for me, I never felt as an audience member like I should be using any brain power to try to decipher this mystery. Like, the movie's actually not set up in a way that you're like, oh, what's going on here? You know, or what does that mean, etc., etc. It's really more set up like creepy stuff's happening. Oh, look at how weird and intense this villain is by all of the clues and things that he's doing. Oh, he's so savage, making the rats eat the dude's face, etc., etc. But, I mean, and it's good. It's cool, but it's not actually detective mystery stuff. It's more like just a creepy kind of vibe. I think it's more like an Easter egg hunt to just realize how mad this dude is and how brilliant Batman is, but it's not compelling. It feels very flat. It feels like they're essentially having the same interactions, the same types of scenes over and over again. There was nothing that I was, even the twist where it's like, oh, it's connected to the Waynes. Yeah, no shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, none of it's interesting enough for me. I was like, wow, for being this, like, for doing the Riddler, right? And for as cool as all the detective elements that Batman had were, why isn't the mystery better? Why isn't there more difficult shit to solve? Why wasn't there a more compellingly laid out narrative around Riddler's plan? And this kind of takes me to probably my biggest issue with the movie, and that is the Riddler himself. Okay? I think that this Riddler, man, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I'm having trouble taking this Riddler seriously at all. And if this is the merit of supervillains that he's going to have or whatever, like, it just, I don't know, bro. Like, I just don't know. At the end of the day, the Riddler amounts to a disgruntled orphan dude who hates the system and has a fringe YouTube channel where he's radicalized people and they want to take down the system. And it's just so fucking bleh. Like, it's just not compelling. It doesn't feel like that has high stakes. It feels like he's trying to make some weird commentary about the society we live in, and it's just like, bro, what? Like, like that part of it to me, I was like, okay. Wait, service unavailable. I can't even get into Vivi. Yeah, so ultimately, like, the Riddler to me, I was like, okay. You know, that's an interesting take on it. Not my favorite. You know what I mean? So, again, pretty mixed bag. Martin Von Moon Knight, welcome to the Nerd Vengers at the Prime level. We will do a Prime stream today at 1 p.m., by the way. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be exciting. Now, going back to some really cool stuff, though, okay, you know, we kind of, you know, we went on a journey here talking about different elements and different things, right? Fuck, Trav. Maybe I fucked it up then. What's the drop today anyway? We'll figure it out. Okay. Now, going back to some really some good things, some things that I actually really liked. When Bruce hears the villain say back to him, I am vengeance. And he has this, like, realization, right? That what he has been doing is not working, and he's missing an important element of it. He has to be a symbol of hope. And it's so interesting because, again, going back to the Nolan thing, this is something that he kind of understands right away, and ultimately why, I mean, the Nolan shit's just way fucking better, because you have quintessential Bruce in those films. You know, the best character elements of him already pre-established, put into it. And on this journey to wanting to fight crime and wage war against criminals, he's like, he inherently understands that the symbol it's a double-edged thing. It is meant to inspire and to make people feel hopeful, and also to strike fear into the hearts of people that are corrupt and wrong. And it just is way more easily laid out. Now, the thing is, with the Batman, I can appreciate a younger Bruce, a Bruce that's just kind of coming into his own, figuring that out over time. But it does make this Bruce just not as fucking good, in my opinion. Because there are things that Batman will learn. There are ways that Batman will grow. But ultimately, there are some things that I feel are super inherent to the character that you can't, at least in my opinion, I don't want to see him develop into. I want to see him have that quality. But in this version, Reeves' Bruce is realizing at the end of 2 years and at the end of this battle here that he has to inspire hope and that he can't just be vengeful. And so moving into the next period, I think one of the strongest elements of the Batman is that it sets up the future of this character and of this world to be super cool. I mean, no man's land with Gotham and the water, and it's a, martial law and all these different things. Like, dude, that's freaking sweet. Like, that's a really cool setting to have more Batman. I kind of wish they just would have fucking done that for this movie, to be honest with you. But that's really, really cool. I feel like the Joker tease is cool. It's fine. Like Joker, we get it. It's, Batman and Joker, we like it. We want to see more of it, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, it's again, I think the overall feeling is that it's a damn fine Batman movie. It's definitely not the genius masterpiece, best Batman ever that some people think it is, in my opinion. I don't know if the movie needs to exist, right? I mean, that's another question. It's like, does this movie even need to exist? Because you've got, Keaton coming back, Batflick. Now he's fucking jaded as fuck. But there was a time around Snyderverse time where he was willing to come back and do more stuff. He technically is coming back to do The Flash. So it's like, you've got all these different things. I don't know if you need a movie like this. However, I ultimately land on the side of, like, I'm actually glad this movie exists. And I'm pumped that I saw it. I'm hyped up. I probably won't see it again in theaters, but I will definitely check it out when it comes out, in 45 days on HBO Max or whatever. And ultimately, it reinvigorated my love for the Batman character. It reminded me a lot of why I love Batman. It made me go rewatch Nolan's movie. Over the course of this weekend, I'm going to watch a bunch of different Batman stuff, and then Monday we'll do a tier list of the different Batmen and the things that I like about them, the things that I don't. We'll do an official tier list. And so ultimately, like, yeah, I'm pumped that the movie was dope. It's cool. I think a lot of you guys will disagree with me and think the movie is tits. And you'll think it's the fucking best. And that's okay too. That's okay too. So, it's okay. It's all okay. Now, let's do maybe some giveaways here. Let's do some giveaways for these shirts here. And then we'll get into Q&A. Because I know there are probably some people that want to yell at me about my opinion. And that's okay. Okay, here we go. The Batman swag giveaway. Dope shirt. Yeah. $2,000 a ticket. $2,000 a ticket. By the way, free shipping only in the United States. I'm sorry, guys. I don't make the rules, but like supply chain issues, inflation, blah, blah, blah. I'm not shipping shit outside of the U.S. unless you pay for it. There's 2,000 nerd coin to everybody. That's 2,000 nerd coin to everybody. So there you go. You can do a little entry there. And boom, let's start the giveaway. 3 minutes to enter as many times as you want. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Oh, and I'm wearing this shirt, and I'm also wearing this super awesome sort of varsity style hoodie. And it's official Den of Nerds merch, man. This stuff is primo. This is premium stuff. If you're looking to get like really high quality Den of Nerds merch, go to thedenofnerdsmerch.com. There's a bomber jacket. There's a jacket version of this. There's hoodies. It's awesome. But here's what the Batman shirt looks like. It's just the bat symbol on the chest, and it's just a big, all black shirt. But I like it. I like it, and I like the Batman. And I don't want to hear any of you in chat saying, It doesn't sound like you actually liked it. Shut your mouth. That's how I like things. That's how I enjoy things. I enjoy them, and then I enjoy picking apart the things that I didn't like about them. I like it. If I thought this movie was shit, I was so ready to get on here and be like, this movie's crap. Matt Reeves doesn't know his ass from his elbow. You know, that kind of stuff. But no, it's good. It's a good movie. It's good. It's good. So I'll let we'll go a couple of minutes there. By the way, I have 2 t-shirts. So we'll do 2 giveaways. So we'll do this first one and then we'll do it again. We'll do this first one and then we'll do it again. Also, too, guys, I have a Illuminati video coming out today. Very cool video. I'm pretty proud of it. It'll be about the Illuminati, why they're so important to the Multiverse of Madness, and important for the road to Secret Wars after the Multiverse of Madness. Marvel fans, I think you're going to love that video. And next week, maybe, an Obi-Wan Kenobi trailer. Wouldn't that be sick? Wouldn't that be real exciting? What size is the shirt? So I have a large and an extra large. And I can also go turn them in for other things, too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Bam, bam, bam. If Josh had hated the movie, we would have sounded like Theory talking Yeah, a little bit, huh? A little bit. All right, let's see. Is this all finished up here? Let me see. Okay, let's pick a winner. Let's see who's going to win the Batman shirt. Boom! Dude, Kendall, how hilarious is that? Yo, Kendall. Kendall hated this movie. Or at least he didn't love it. Oh, shit. My man. Oh, that's funny. Kendall, what size you want, man? Large or XL? Let me know. Let me know. Boom. We're going to complete that. You know what? Hang on now. Maybe I can just pick another winner from this. Ah, crap. Unfortunately not. Okay, another giveaway. Another one. Rigged! I mean, it's not rigged, dog. Come on, man. And then, yeah, I'm not going to do call-ins today. I know everybody's really upset about that. I apologize, guys. I'm sorry. But I really want to hang in Q&A for a good bit, get a good bit of other people's opinions, and see what you guys think about it. And then I got to get out of here. I've got to stream at 1 p.m. Got that sweet video drip dropping for y'all. Yeah. Got my tickets after the giveaway. Wait, what? I don't know what you mean, dog. I just want to hear you tell us why you were wrong about that. Oh, yeah. Okay, so also, we will read some of the hilarious things. Okay, so here's the deal. I told you guys, if I was wrong about the Batman, I would read a bunch of stuff that I would not normally ever read that you guys would submit on the Discord. And so here's a list of things. I'm going to read a few things for you guys right now. All I ask is that you don't clip this out and act like I really said it, okay? Cool. Are we on the same page? Are we good? Cool. First one in from Andre. He wanted me to say, Lucas who? I'm going to change my name to Joshua Pattinson because I love this movie so much. Sheesh. Sheev the Wise says, I was wrong about Ezra and Sabine going to be in The Mandalorian. I mean, it's true. I was wrong about that. I mean, look, Chief, we all get some stuff wrong, okay? Just shut your mouth when you're talking to me. Grilled Cheese wanted me to say, the tower is going into foreclosure because I spent way too much money on this fancy haircut. And it's kind of true. It's kind of true. Get them super chats up, man. Do you know how much this haircut costs? Hot damn. Hot damn. All right, let's pick a winner here. Oh, we got 20 seconds still. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's that. Okay, here we go. MCU Drew says, the real reason I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is it gets me too excited and I have to continuously change my undies. Star Wars Santa says, remember that time when Josh said that Sabine and Ezra were going to be in The Mandalorian Season 2? LOL! John says, when Josh said there's an alternate version of Norman Osborn at the end of Spider-Man No Way Home that Peter Parker is looking for. No! 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 Dude, nobody brings that up. Why you gotta bring that up, man? I put that in a video. Look, that came from the hashtag show. I thought it would be good. I thought it was good. I thought it was going down, okay? Hot damn, shit. Okay, I've been wrong once or twice before. Everybody shut up. Jason, you are the winner. Jason, tell me what size shirt you want. Put it into the chat, my man. Put it into the chat. Elisa, we're naming our son Ralph. MCU Drew wanted me to say that. Spartan Joker wanted me to say, I didn't really go to film school. I've been lying to y'all the whole time. Thanks for that. Here's one from MCU Drew. It says, in my dreams, John Campy and I looked at Toby's dick together. Interesting. Den Doctor says, Nightcrawler and Doctor Strange will come into Westview and help save the citizens. No! No! That one hurts. That one hurts, man. Look, have I ever before been too hyped up about something, heard something, and let logic go to the wind and just got excited for it? Nightcrawler, man, I remember we were looking at Nightcrawler merch. We were looking at Nightcrawler cards from the Marvel cards that we were opening. We were like, yo, these Nightcrawler cards are about to pop. Nightcrawler's about to be in in WandaVision. Let's go! But you don't have to bring it up. Jeez, man. Moss wanted me to say, Star Wars is just a watered-down Dune. Gross. I love the sit, spin, shoot maneuver from the Book of Boba Fett. That's a pretty good one. Parker Lex says, okay, how about Josh Loves Chet and Ralph Boner twist was great. No, fam. Can't do it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is MCU canon and my favorite show of all time. Ugh. Okay, enough of that. Large, my man. I got you. Okay. Damn it. YouTube. Okay, so YouTube screwed up the chat thing. It definitely wasn't me, so everybody relax. But we'll still go over super chats and everything like that, okay? So we'll go over the super chats. Unfortunately, the member chats won't pop up. Again, YouTube's fault. Definitely not my fault. Blame YouTube. I'm fucking sorry. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm fucking sorry. See if I can pull this up. And let's just talk about this, man, you know? Let's just talk about this. Okay. Okay. First in today was Orange Grove 55 with a $2 holla. Says, which studio is run better, Lucasfilm or DC? Whew, that is a hard one to answer. Lucasfilm. Because, like, Lucasfilm has a whole bunch of problems or whatever, but like really and truly, the debacle that was like, imagine being gifted such a thing as the Snyder Cut, having the idea of the multiverse, being able to have all of these things coexist and keep so many fans happy all across, these different quadrants of fans that you're looking for. Imagine being given that kind of an opportunity and fucking it up the way they did. Like, it's crazy, dude. Matt Bills with a $5 holla says, hey, good morning, Josh. Love your streams. And you, bro, keep it up. All of it. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. It's very nice. Josh King says, Batman scared of heights and main villain was H2O. I guess that's true. The main villain was water, wasn't it? Yeah, and he's like afraid of hypes or whatever. Yeah. Interesting. Hey, SMB says, hey, it's me, the blinker guy, watching Batman tonight and looking forward to your spoilers review. Love you, Josh, and remember, take a blinker and my money. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you, Mario. SMB 963, my man. Diamond Joe says with a $5 holla, happy Friday. Looking forward to feeling that Batmobile vroom vroom in the theater. It's cool, man. You'll like it. Hope you had a great weekend. Take my money. Hey, man, I hope you have a great weekend, and I hope you enjoy the Batman. It was cool. It was damn cool, and it's got me, like, into Batman again. Like, I'm all about Batman right now, bro. Like, it's just... I guess in that sense, like, I am grateful for the movie, right? Like, it's a real mixed bag for me, and I'm not ready to, like, give it the gold star that most people are. But, yeah, like, I am grateful that this movie exists. Like, it's cool. Pretty Nikki says, I love this movie, and I find an issue with folks comparing it to The Dark Knight. Better to compare Batman Begins. I agree with that. 9.7 for me. Take my money. No, I totally agree with that, but that's why I've always compared it to Batman Begins. And to be fair, this Batman could get better and better, and we could look back at it like a trilogy of these movies and be like, damn, like, that was roots. I have some really good Batman in. And I get it. But I know you probably don't agree, Pretty Nikki, and that's fine. But, like, I think Batman Begins is a way better movie. It's just a way better movie, in my opinion. But different strokes, different folks kind of thing, you know what I mean? Kendall says with a $10 holla says, good movie, yes, but honestly, calling it the best is cap. This solves nothing for DC. They've made good Batman movies before. It's still the third best film behind Dark Knight and Dark Knight Returns. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really... It's hard to say, right? Like, does this movie actually create more problems for Warner Brothers than it solves? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, Reeves basically just wanted no connective tissue to anything else. There were even rumors at one time that, like, Joker, Joaquin Phoenix, might be, like, the Joker of this. He's like, no, he picked his own Joker. Like, he's trying to do a Nolan. Like, he wants to do a Nolan. He wants to do his own thing, all Batman, and just do a trilogy and just do Batman. And, like, to be honest with you, like, that's fine. And I don't inherently have a problem with that. But it's not the main thing I want to see with Batman. At this point, for me, I am done. It's like seeing Iron Man 1 over and over again. You know what I mean? Like, Tony Stark made this in a cave, and maybe in this version of it, he's a little more hard-edged. Like, in this, it's just like the same thing over and over again. I can appreciate it for what it is. And maybe Batman should be that kind of James Bond thing, and you see the new version and things like that. But to me, like, nah, fam, like, that's not really what I want to see with Batman and Bruce. Like, could you see this version, this Robert Pattinson, could you see him saving the universe? Could you see him fighting against Darkseid? Could you see him being welded to the Mobius chair? Could you see him becoming a White Lantern? You know what I mean? Like, just et cetera, like, on down the line. Could you see this Batman doing a lot of the dope things that Batman does? I don't know. I just don't know. So, yeah, man, I hear you, Kendall. I really do. John says, the $5 holla says, the Batman was a beautifully made film first. Its crime thriller aspect, the splash of horror slasher stands out more than its superhero aspect. Oh, I totally agree with that. I think that's a good take. It is way more interested in being a good film and being very stylish and holding true to its its mise-en-scène and its genre than it is being a good Batman movie, in my opinion. And I still think it does a good job. Like, I'm not here trying to say that it's not good. It's good. But I think it's really going to come down to personal taste. How do you like your Batman? How do you like your Batman done? Are you a medium rare? Are you a Pittsburgh blue? You like it well done, like some kind of crazy person? How do you like your Batman? You like garlic salt? You like mushrooms or blue cheese topping? What do you like? You know, there's some cool stuff in here, man. There's some good Batman in. But, alas. Zachary P says, dude, that cop with the funny voice yelling at Batman in the police station made my entire group laugh uncomfortably for a few minutes. Riddler's tits, thumbs down. Yeah, the Riddler's boobs were big time disappointing. Big time. But it is what it is. Yeah, man, I had a good theater. There was like an older couple next to us that was like talking the entire time, but I didn't really mind it, to be honest, that much. And yeah, we had really good seats. I felt like it was fun. You know, actually, I recorded that video I did last night. You guys, some of you guys will appreciate this. Some of you guys won't. But I actually recorded that video 3 different times. And it wasn't until the 3rd time that I felt like I struck the proper tone. Because at first, I was seeming really, really negative on the film. And I think it's just because my mind immediately goes to that place where I want to talk about the differences between it and other movies. I want to see, like, is it the best? I want to talk about, you know, what I liked, what I didn't like about it. The first 2 versions of the video I did last night were, like, way more negative. But I've learned my lesson. And I just don't think that's the content people are necessarily looking for from me. I can find a way to voice my opinions and talk about the things I want to talk about without, you know, shitting on it. I don't have to win a debate with the viewer. You know what I mean? So I basically, I took it down a couple of notches. I took it back a couple of notches. But it is honest. Like, I do like the movie. I obviously have some problems with it, but I do like the film. You know what I mean? So let's keep going here. Martin says, dude, the Arkham Knight vibes were real, and it made me want to play the game again. And goddamn, the introduction to the Riddler was scary AF. It was scary. It was legitimately scary. Horror elements used in it for sure. Kalisto says with a $10 holla, very generous, says, I'm hearing the 2nd and 3rd viewing are even better, but ultimately, I think the Batman will be your Batman Begins for the next generations. I agree with that. Sort of like Star Wars OT and PT. Yeah, I agree with that. And like, again, I'm cool with that. And if like people love this Batman, like I'm not here to be like, people shouldn't love this Batman, so fucking mistake, you know, fucking Warner Brothers, you know. No. This is a very good Batman, and I think that a lot of fans, if they want this Batman, they want more of this Batman, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. But I just got to be real. Like, I like other versions better, you know, and I like some concepts. I would really like to get some other concepts with Batman, but it is what it is. DC Fandom says, what's your score of the Batman? I give it an 8.5. I don't know, man. I've thought a lot about this. I almost feel like I need to see it again. Man, I really don't know. I want to say it's between a 7 and an 8. It could be an 8. It could be a 7. It's like I'm teetering between those two. It could be a 7.5. I feel like flat 8 is probably the score, and I'm assuming I'll like it even more as I watch it more and more. The problem is, like, who's going to just throw this movie on? You know what I mean? It's like 3 fucking hours of a lot of the same stuff. So, I don't know. I'm really on the fence, bro. I would say between 7 and 8. Smokey Kenobi with a $2 holla says, can you get a hoo-yah for Colin Farrell's Penguin? Dude, Colin Farrell's Penguin was incredible. He was great in the movie. And I'm excited to see more of him maybe in future movies, I guess, and also maybe shows, right? Like there's potentially a lot of stuff spinning out of this. You know, they're doing all the shows and things of that nature. And I'm down. You know, I'm down. I like the Gotham City they established in the world. So, Max Rouse with a $5 holla says, Zoe Kravitz has always been gorgeous, but in this movie, I was paralyzed. I had 5 limbs. Whoa. Whoa. Good thing the movie wasn't 3 hours long. Then you'd have to call a doctor. You know what I mean? Oh, wait, it was. Sorry about your loss. Cosmic Reader with a $5 holla says, I'm confused about why no one besides Bruce cared about the Waynes being proven dirty. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's a fair criticism. To me, a lot of the stuff doesn't actually hold weight. Like, there's just a lot of the movie that feels very surface level, and it's way more interested in like, to me, y'all ever seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall? Anybody seen Forgetting Sarah Marshall here? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. You ever seen that movie? Hang on. Pop up the chat. Y'all ever see Forgetting Sarah Marshall? So there's a part in that movie where the dude is doing music for a show. Yeah, I like the Nirvana. He's doing music for the show, and it's like it's just like bleak tones and like, you know, it's what he's supposed to be doing, and he's having fun with it, like doing like the Seinfeld shit and shit like that. It's a really good movie, very, very funny. But to me, like, every single scene in the Batman is approached like that, and there's just like weird, vibey music going on, to the point where it's so atmospheric, I almost have no comprehension of what the fuck is actually being said by the characters or being done in the plot. Like, it essentially just all feels like detective-y scenes. I can't believe this is happening. Yeah, but if this is happening, it means that is happening. Holy shit, but if that is happening, then we gotta go here. I'm on my way. Like, the movie, like, all of the movie is that, basically. And I'm struggling with it. I'm like, why is that? Like, is it because, you know, you're bringing up this point about, like, why didn't more of that? I have no idea. I have no idea how any of the characters actually feel in the movie. There's nothing, like, it's too atmospheric. It's too mise en scène. Like, I can't get a grasp of what's actually going on. Do you know what I mean? So, I don't know, man. That's just my take on it. You know, thank you for the question. Appreciate it. Bucati says, with a very generous $20 holler, says, the movie was great for me, except for the fight scenes. Batman felt a little slow, sloppy, and hesitant. I expected something similar to the warehouse scene in BVS when he was quick, ferocious, and literally putting thugs to sleep. Yeah, so I think the action is good in this movie, but it doesn't feel necessarily Batman to me. Again, he's like just walking through it like he's the Terminator. And that's fine, but like that's not like, I continue to say that the best version of Batman is animated. All of the best Batman is animated. And especially from the fighting perspective. Like, dude, he's a ninja. Okay? He should be flipping around, doing crazy moves, hitting people with gadgets, batarangs. Where the fuck are batarangs in this movie? You know what I mean? Like, where's Pattinson's pulling out a batarang and throwing it in somebody's face? You know? So it's like, I like the action in the movie. It strikes a certain tone. It feels right for what they establish in this world. But yeah, like, it's not the best Batman action. Not even close. The warehouse stuff with Batfleck is peak, bro. That shit is like, whoa. Like, that's perfect, right? So, but I think a lot of what they did was, like, stylized. It was on purpose, right? Okay, let's see here. Matei says, I rewatched every Batman film before this one, and yeah, it's my second favorite after The Dark Knight. Great performances, cinematography, direction, music. I'm happy we got this instead of the Batfleck movie. 9 out of 10. Hey, man, I respect your opinion on that. I'm glad you like the movie. Like, I think it's a good movie. And I'm glad that Batman fans are you know, finding a lot that they resonate with within the movie. It's cool. Just for me, man, it's like, I can't quite get there with it. But I'm glad you liked it like that. Like, that's cool, you know? And you won't hear me, like, saying, like, you're you know, it is what it is. Like, obviously, I wish we would have got the Batfleck movie. I would have rather seen a James Bond Batman, like Batman Incorporated. Like, y'all ever read Batman Incorporated? Like, I'm just saying, Batman does more than fucking hang around Gotham beating street-level criminals. Now, don't get me wrong, that's obviously a very important element of the character. It's something that's talked about in comics a lot. But he does some cooler shit, man. That's all I'm saying. Y'all ever read Batman Incorporated? Like, there's some cool stuff that Batman does. And I want to do that. I want to do that. You know? Mike Motherflippin' Porter says, why is Mr. Freeze a terrible money manager? Because he froze everyone's assets. Oh, sorry. That joke literally put me to sleep. Has Gotham ever had a bright, shiny, sunshiny day? Nah, bro. No, it has not. Much love. Kendall says, making a Bat trilogy is probably the smartest move for DC. At the end of the Nolan films, we wanted a Justice League crossover. Could be the same here. Yeah, I mean, it absolutely could work. I think it's going to be really interesting to see where DC goes from here with this, right? Again, I'm not going to be mad if they tell more of this story. Like, it's fun, dude, and I like this version of Batman. It's a cool Batman within the pantheons of Batmans. It's not my favorite. I don't think it's the best, but it's really cool. So, yeah, man, like, I think they should do it. Like, let Matt Reeves do his thing. At this point, y'all, I mean, you did it. You know what I mean? Like, you've already kind of stepped into this pool, so just let him do his thing. ZMC for Prez, $5 house says, man, glad I only took a couple film classes in college or I wouldn't have liked the Batman. Just kidding. Love the channel and notice my amethyst badge. My man, welcome to the amethyst level. And I appreciate the support, man. Martin Von Moon Knight with a $5 holla says, solid Batman movie, 8 out of 10 for me. Being from Glasgow and seeing parts of your city as Gotham is pretty cute. Gotham, best part of the film in my humble opinion. Dude, I agree. Best Gotham I've ever seen. Best Gotham I've ever seen. So, yeah, that's one thing that this movie has done that I think is just so incredible. Like, it just feels right. It feels like Gotham. You know what I mean? It really, really does. So, yeah, I hear you, bro. And, shout out to Glasgow. Isn't that where Grant Morrison is from? The incredible Grant Morrison, who has done some incredible Batman stuff. Yeah. 34 Virgo says, agreed. Can't keep repeating same Batman type story. Hey, man, that's how we feel. It doesn't have to be how everybody feels, but yeah, that's where I'm at with it. Kendall says with a $5 holla says, who else figured out that Falcone was the rat right in the middle was read out loud? Yeah. When the Riddler was screaming, I laughed out loud and got stared at. Bro, you're talking about in the police station? Yeah, like when Batman basically doesn't love him and he can't fucking handle it. He's like, you're just some loser. You don't even have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, you fuck. And he's like, no, hit like and subscribe, no, Yeah, that shit was cringe, dog. I was like, what the fuck is happening here? But it's all good. It's all good. Hey, it's all good. My PR guy keeps looking at me, and he's every time I start to teeter into haterade a little bit too much, my PR guy's like, and so I'm looking out for you guys, you know what I mean? It's all good. Thoren says with the $5 holla says, how did you feel about Pattinson's performance specifically? I really liked how awkward and disconnected he seemed, even with Alfred. Man, I don't know what this, I don't know how to, it wasn't a standout for me. Let me just say that. It wasn't a standout part of the movie. I wish he had more to do, frankly. He doesn't have much to do, bro. Like, there's very little Bruce Wayne in the film at all. There's no real encounters with him pretending to be somebody he's not as Bruce, right? He did good. Like, it's not bad. You know what I mean? But, like, bro, you look at I'm sorry. I'm going to say it again. You look at Batman Begins. Bruce out there buying hotels, swimming in the lobby with supermodels. He has this awkward scene where he sees Rachel. You see the recognition of his face. He's actually truly shocked to see her and happy to see her. And you see the facade of Bruce go away for a little bit. Then he's like he's irritated because he's trying to explain, like, this isn't who I am. But he can't say he's Batman to her. He's trying to explain that. It's brilliant. You get nothing like that in this movie. It's fine. PR guy. Yeah, it's fine. C-Dub with a $10 holla says, stoked to see Batman tonight. Do you think the Batman will be as big as Spider-Man No Way Home? Bro, no way. No way. It'll be big, though. I think it could make a Billy. Like, I think it's really resonating with a lot of people, 100%. But will it beat Spider-Man No Way Home? Holy shit. I'll tell you this. If it beats Spider-Man No Way Home in total box office gross, I will shave my head live. Better not do that shit. Apar says with a $2 holla says, was the movie run time too long? Oh yeah, 100%. And remember we watched Stuckman's review the other day, and he said something in there like, I tried to think back to anything that they could have cut from the movie, and I just couldn't think of anything that they could have cut. It was all just too familiar. I'm sorry, what? Like, I just so disagree with that. First of all, you can cut out 15 minutes of them walking slowly at the very start of the movie. It's agonizingly slow how everybody's moving in the scene after the murder. In that whole, I was like, holy shit, bro. Are they stuck in molasses? Like, what the fuck is going on? You could probably take out 1, 2, or 3, or 4, or all of the Riddler clue elements. They're all just the same shit anyway. So there's a ton of stuff they could have cut from this movie. I have no idea why this movie is as long as it is. Ordinary Panda says, but it's fine. Thank you, PR guy, but it's fine. Ordinary Panda says with a $5 holla, says it's probably more accurate to compare the reboot of Year One story with the reboot of Spider-Man Origin, not Iron Man. I guess. MC Drew says with the $5 holla, says, I am so behind on the stream. Flipping work. Anyway, while I really enjoyed the Batman, it is further proof that there's only one Kevin motherfucking Feige. Oh, I agree. Oh, I agree. Oh, I agree. DC Phantom says, do you think we are getting Arkham City style sequel? It's hard to say, man. It's hard to say. I would love to see more of this, and I think they have mentioned that, yeah, it could be more to do with, the fuck is it called? Like Arkham, right? And that whole idea. Like, you could see that happening, 100%. Maybe. So, yeah, I'd be down. Oak with a $5 holla says, fire your PR guy. He did nothing when you hyped those leaks. What leaks are you talking about? What are you talking about? What leaks are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. I've never been wrong before in my life. Come on now, guys. Hey, guys, come on now. Guys. Hey, guys. Come on, guys. Hey, guys. Can we talk about this, guys? Hey, guys. Can we talk about this? Okay. I'm going to hang in chat for a little bit. What are you guys thinking about? What's on your mind? How do you feel? And if there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about? I mean, there's other things going on in the world, other crazy things, other crazy nerdy things. Nah. Josh, I'm just ready for Multiverse of Madness. Me too. Can we talk about how much of the 2004 thing had some hidden website to find and visit to put mystery together? What the fuck is this movie? I know, right? To have a website to... Yeah. That's fair. Let's hear. I can read some of the member chats that came in a little bit later. Brandon Voss says 8.5 out of 10. The Riddler actor was amazing. I thought there would be many slow parts because it was 3 hours, but it ended up moving pretty quickly. Nice, man. JP says, to me, Marvel's multiverse is about growth, bringing properties together. DC's about demolishing what came before. A little bit, right? A little bit. I agree with you. I want to see the Batman raising an army of the dead with a Black Lantern ring to save the multiverse. Fuck yeah, dude. Ordinary Panda. Like, dude, fuck yeah, dude. That shit's hype, dude. Barista Padawan, welcome to the Nerd Vengers. You are a Nerd Venger now. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Thank you. It was just fine, right? It's like good, but for the hype I was reading before I saw it, it just felt fine. Yeah, I guess I would say it was better than I thought, but also not as good as I sort of last minute wanted it to be, unfortunately. But yeah, overall really good. You know what I mean? Overall, really, really good. So, had a good time with it. Let's see here. RF Gaming Channel says, member for 12 months says, it's okay, you're wrong. Trash Nolan films, The Dark Knight Returns had sloppy plots. What? Look at this as a true sequel to Batman Begins, and it makes it even better. No Man's Land, let's fucking go. I mean, agree to disagree. Agree to disagree with that. Will Jar Jar be in Kenobi? I highly doubt it, dude. Wouldn't that be fun, though? I'm glad they didn't show how Bruce Wayne watching Thomas and Martha die again. Yeah, that's fair. I was glad about that too. You know, one of the things that I thought was really cool in the movie was when he was describing how he was, or they think he's in the shadows, and that symbol is like kind of a way to get the criminals afraid, and they never know if he's in the shadow. And there were all these shots of like people looking in the shadows thinking he could be in there. But it's a little uneven because, like, even though that part is so damn cool and it's so Batman, he also says that 2 years in, all crime is up. And that big group of people, when he comes out of the shadows, they don't run, they fight him. You know? So I don't know, man. Like, there's some really cool stuff in the film, but it just feels a little uneven, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Couldn't Agent Callus be in Kenobi? It's possible. Did you see more spoilers in the Doctor Strange 2 IMAX trailer? No, but that trailer is sick, dude. Oh, I love that trailer. Seeing it on the big screen is amazing. So it was awesome. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of fun Batman stuff here. I do also feel that like, in some ways, I feel like they pulled back on the movie. Like, with Martha Wayne being in Arkham and also being crazy, I feel like there was originally something in the movie that explored the idea of Bruce legitimately having mental problems that he has inherited from his mother. Yeah, I feel like that was at one time a part of the movie, and DC was like, nope. And I feel like DC actually yanked a couple of things out of this movie. Like, I know there was more Mr. Freeze stuff teased out earlier in a different cut of it. So there was definitely some stuff that they were finangoing with, you know? What DC project am I looking forward to the most? The Flash. The Flash, 100%. And even though the leaks, like, for The Flash, like, there was a moment where if they really do just erase the Snyderverse or whatever, like, it's kind of got me feeling pretty butthurt. But I'm trying to be optimistic about this. I want to see what The Flash gives us. I think Henry Cavill is actually in The Flash. And I think it might do some cool stuff to set up the future of the DCEU. So it's The Flash for me. Leonard Ituk says, Josh, do you think these creators are secretly afraid to tackle some of Batman's content beyond Gotham City and not tackling different stories? No. You want to know the truth? You want to know the truth? They're not hardcore DC Comics fans, most of them. They just like Batman. Most of them probably like Batman because of movies. Like, I'm just being real. That's what I think. If you're consistently reading Batman and you love DC, I just don't know how your interests don't take the Batman to other places. You know? I think the fact that we're just stuck in Gotham and we're stuck doing, you know, basically year one, year two early Batman stuff is because a lot of these people are actually not super big comic book fans. A lot of these people just like Batman. They like the concept. They've seen cool Batman movies in the past, and they always imagine doing their version of that. And that's really all that it is. Now, that's fine, but that's what I think's going on, you know? Ave Maria usage was a bit pretentious. I don't know what that means. Who's Ava Marie, and what the hell are you talking about? What you talking about, bro? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not that smart. Maybe I don't know things. Maybe I don't know things. Batman doesn't make sense as a cosmic hero. What are you talking about? Batman is the cosmic... Dude. In Crisis, I think it's either Crisis or Crisis on Infinite Earths. It is literally a Bruce Wayne variant that almost destroys the entire multiverse. And the only person that can stop him is our Bruce Wayne. At the edge of all existence, at the end of time, the being that could literally destroy the multiverse, it's fucking Batman. Batman is so intelligent and such a useful character that when Darkseid destroys the Justice League, he keeps Bruce alive, puts him on the Mobius chair to make him his personal assistant because Batman is really fucking good at shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't try to talk about that. No. Dude, that's the comics. Yeah, that's the comics. That's what all the shit's from. That's what it's fucking from. It's from the fucking comics. I've been reading the comics for years. That's the kind of shit I want. Like, Bruce is probably the most dangerous person on the Justice League. Do you know what I mean? He is. He is that dude. Anyways. Hoodie Tanner says, you're goated, Josh. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate that. You want a comic book movie, not a superhero movie? I'm good with it all. But I just like, for me, like that idea of like, nah, Batman doesn't work that way. Like, no, dude, like Batman that bugs me. You know what I mean? Because it's like, nah, dude, like Bruce is that dude. Like Bruce is that dude. And once he realizes the threats that are out there, he builds contingencies for them. You know what I mean? Like, do you know what the Hellbat armor is, bro? Like, how about when Darkseid takes his son and Batman gets the Justice League to forge him a set of armor called the Hellbat suit. Fucking Superman helps him forge it inside the sun. And he goes to Apocalypse and whoops a bunch of ass and brings his son back home. Like, bruh. Tell me again that Batman can't hang. You know what I mean? It's just like, dude, no. Nope. And again, it's fine. I'm down with him creeping on buildings and riding the Batmobile around Gotham as well. That's really cool. All I'm saying is that there's a huge part of the Batman character that to me is not explored yet. Like, it's not like, I'd really like to see that shit. Like, he is equivalent of Tony. Like, you think about it. Tony did everything in Marvel. Like, everything, right? Like, the suits, the Ultron, you know, all of these different things. It's Tony. And Batman's influence, the fact that he could fund the fucking Justice League, like, that's a huge part of it. To me. In my opinion. But it's fine, as the PR guy says, you know. What the fuck is going on here? Anyways, guys, probably going to get out of here in a second. Much love to you all. Thanks for coming on by. I know that Batman and doing spoilers this early, I know it's not going to be the biggest stream ever, but I was happy to do this. And ultimately, again, I'm grateful to this movie. I'm grateful that it exists because it did reinvigorate my love of Batman. Like, I want to watch a bunch of Batman this weekend. I want to go read more Batman comics. I love Batman, dude. Batman is cool. And I'm excited that maybe there's a whole new generation of people that are fucking pumped about Batman. Like, that's cool. And if this is their Batman, and this is the one that they're like, man, this is the one. Like, I really like this Batman. Like, let's go. I'm down, dude. Like, Bob's your uncle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm about it. I just can't quite get there to where many other people are at with it, right? Let's see here. Armani Martinez says, why did the Riddler go ree? I don't know, bro. I'd rather watch Affleck's action-adventure James Bond Batman film. Nolan made a great film first, then had Batman in it. Yeah. I got you. Oh, Outback was actually closed yesterday. They didn't open until 3, so we weren't able to get the Bloomin' Onion. It was sad. Kendall says, was that Cyborg tease at the beginning? I missed that. I mean, I'll have to see what that was about, but it could be. Could be for sure. I don't know about that one, brother. Slow-Mo says, really bad 7 remake. Didn't he train with the League of Assassins? A dumbed-down version of a 2-year Batman. 7 out of 10. Yeah, I mean, the lack of ninja training was weird. Like, it's almost like Reeves was like, well, I'm going to lean into the detective stuff, but he's not actually also the world's greatest martial artist. It's like, no, he is. He's actually all of that. You know what I mean? He's all of that. Like, Batman literally studied every single martial art on the planet. Every single one. He's, like, Batman is freakish, dude. He's freakish. And Bruce is so broken that he can only, he just is a walking embodiment of trying to create absolute peak human excellence. Absolute peak human excellence. Like, he is in peak human physical condition. He is so intelligent. He is an incredible combatant. Like, it's Batman, bro. It's Batman. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I'm down. Can we hype up the next trip you take to Outback instead? My man. Yeah. There's a black kid standing with his face half painted. Ooh, okay. Yeah. That could be, yeah, that's true. That could be him. I didn't even think about that, but that could be it. That could absolutely be that. I'm going to Outback this weekend? My man. That kid plays Tim Drake in Titans? No way. Really? No way. Okay, Jason. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be like, Jason Munoz sent me here and said I could get a free bloomin' onion. And if I don't get one, I'm going to freak the fuck out. She'll be like, hey, welcome to Outback Steakhouse. Can I get you something to drink? And I'll be like, listen, Jason said I could get a free bloomin' onion. And if you don't want this to turn into a whole fucking thing, get back there and get that bloomin' onion working. Yeah. Let's go. Nikki says, I want a bloomin' onion. I know. Me too, man. What the fuck? All right, everybody. Much love. Moon Knight hype better than Batman, in my humble opinion. What a great way to end the stream. Jedi Mike, I appreciate you to the max, brother, for all the things you do for the community. Just, you've been supporting for a long, long time. I appreciate you. But this might be my favorite thing you've ever done. Allow me to say yet again, I am more sure than ever that Moon Knight will be better than the Batman. All right, let's call it there. Thank you, guys. Much love. Big video coming out. I'll see many of you guys at 1 p.m. for the stream. Though. Hope you guys have a good weekend, man. Be back at it on Monday as per usual. Should be real fun. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video. Is everybody gone? Did everybody leave? Yo. So we did pretty good. You know, we did pretty good with the video. We did pretty good with the stream. I'm telling you right now, if I would have released the first video I recorded last night, it would have been a shit show. It would have been a shit show. I got like hung up on all the things I didn't like, and I was just like, yo, like, oh my God, I can't believe that. Blah, 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 blah. And I like listened to some of it back, and I was just like, sheesh. So we took it down a couple notches. You know what I mean? Took it down a couple notches. So I think we're going to be all right. Yeah. Can I show you in the Nerd Venture stream? I think I deleted it for space. Not 100% sure, actually. But yeah, no, look. Good stream. You know, sort of an off week for us or whatever, you know. Not a ton of huge Marvel or Star Wars stuff going on. You talked about the trailer a little bit. But yeah, I thought this was it was fun. You know, I had fun talking about Batman. I had fun getting hyped up about Batman. So it was good. Hope you guys had fun with the content this week. Much love to you all. And I will see many of you real soon. Make sure to take care of yourselves and your loved ones and your buttholes.